how would volunteer, you can volunteer as a helper.
Homeless shelter. Homeless shelter.
Volunteer.
Homeless.
You know, volunteer, I see, the shelter is in need of volunteers,
Yeah.
or the shelter needs a volunteer.
Yeah.
So it can be noun or verb, I mean, depending on how it's used. Charles, in this case, Charles volunteers, so he's doing something. Charles volunteers in a nursing home. Yeah, you wouldn't use Charles volunteer. That doesn't make sense in a nursing home. So that's a complete sentence. Charles volunteers in a nursing home. Some of his duties include the following, and I'm going to list them. Let's just put A, reads to patients, B, delivers mail, maybe. Now we're not putting a period because we're just listing things.
Teacher mail, not mail. Deliver mail.
M-A-I-L.
M-E-A-L. M-E-A-L.
M-E-A.
Mail.
Oh, mail.
Yeah,
Oh,
mail.
mail or meal.
Meal. This is
Mail.
a mail, not mail. Mail.
He delivers mail, like
Mail.
letters. He's delivering letters.
ได้ทั้งสอง
So,
ได้ส่ง
if I were in a nursing
Yeah.
home, someone would want to deliver my mail to my room. Or delivers meals.
ได้
food
Delivers meals.
yeah
Right.
two of them
Um, play games. Play games, to pass the time away. To pass the time away, but also they play games to stimulate the brain. So play games to pass time away or stimulate the brain. What's another thing that someone would volunteer doing? Walk the patient, walk with the patient.
กระตุ้นสมอง
What other volunteer activities
บอก
in a nursing home? Think of anything else?
teacher do you agree with old people need to stimulate the brain
Oh, yes.
all the time
Yeah, try to keep your brain
working
working. Stimulate means to work the brain. Yeah. So that's why doing crossword puzzles or Sudoku. I love Sudoku. You know Sudoku?
maybe we need some game here to stimulate
Stimulate our brains. Okay.
Password.
for our student
We could do a Sudoku. Sudoku is fun. Have you ever done Sudoku? The numbers?
Like a big
Yeah.
goal.
I love that. I love Sudoku. That stimulates my brain and makes me think. Another thing that I've done personally with volunteering at a nursing home is people are allowed to have their dogs with them in the nursing home, their pets. So I walk the pets outside. I take the dogs outside and walk them. So, walk, the patient's animal. And we call them, they're service animals. You service, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, walk the patient's service animal. Or service dog. Usually it's a dog. So, walk the patient's service dog. So those are some of the things. What are some other volunteer, besides working in a nursing home, what other volunteer?
The homeless.
The homeless?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to erase this, okay?
The homeless and
So Charles volunteers in
a foundation, it's a homeless
a homeless shelter.
children. Yeah. And maybe a foundation is a non-profit company.
Or volunteer in
Or with
Animal
volunteers.
shelter.
Yeah.
So you've got different things. You've got Charles volunteers, volunteers in a homeless shelter, or with the homeless. So he might not be in the shelter, but he might not be out working on the streets with the homeless.
with children, with
With
homeless,
children.
with homeless people.
With children or to senior citizens.
Senior citizens. So senior citizens home can be different maybe than a nursing home.
Yeah. Nursing home, yes.
So nursing home is where people cannot take care of themselves by themselves, whereas a
Yeah.
senior citizen, people can get up and function
Yeah.
on their own.
Senior.
So, what other, let's see, so we've got shelters, let's just put shelters. Shelters. Homeless.
Homeless.
Homeless, children. Drug abuse centers.
Drug abuse.
So homeless, so these are some of the shelters: homeless, children, drug abuse. What other shelters would there be? We have them.
Often
Orphan? Orphan.
children no
Well, children
parents.
would be, children would be orphans.
Yeah,
We have shelters for women, for bad abused women. Yeah, abused women.
Often.
Orphanage.
Mhm.
Abused women.
There's,
Orphanage.
so we have dog shelters, animal shelters. Do you have, yeah, you have animal shelters
Yeah,
there?
in
Yeah.
Thailand.
In Thailand, temple is like a dog shelter now.
What is?
You know, the temple in Thailand,
Temple?
that now is
A shelter?
like animal shelter.
Shelter, 'cause
When
you got
people
lots
they
of
don't like the
animals.
dog, they put in the temple.
Okay.
The monk need to take care now. That's why do I have many dogs?
Dogs.
You know.
Well, yeah.
So,
So I volunteer in the temple.
animals.
Every day
Every
volunteer.
day, the dogs know where to come to get their food,
Yeah.
and the cats.
Temple is a holy place.
It's the cats here
Same.
are so weird looking. You have weird looking cats. They're just weird. They have, to me, they have strange eyes, strange looks in their eyes that are like, you know. So they're, yeah. Because the cats we have, some of them are really long fur, have long fur, and I don't know. The cats here are just different. They're just different.
Persia, and Persia.
Hmm?
They talk about the Persia cat.
The cat, yeah. What? So now, what other shelters
Persian.
can we think of?
Persian.
Shelters. Homeless. So it's anything that needs, any living being that needs someplace to go.
Now have a volunteer in the hospital.
A hospital.
Yeah.
Well, you could have a mental shelter for mentally ill.
Mentally.
Yeah, mentally ill. I don't know if you have them.
Mentally and physically.
Which could be in a it could be in a hospital, or it could be in a nursing home situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, we're after. Yeah, it's time
Okay,
for
it's a break.
Break time. Okay. And
Teacher, mentally ill. We talk about person,
person, somebody who's mentally ill.
not animal.
No, not mental. I don't get it. There are mentally ill animals, I'm sure. I probably had a dog or two in my life that was mentally.
You never seen.
That was a little mental.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna drink some water.
And you say walk the patient's service dog, can I say walk with the patient's service dog, can I say walk with
Walk with the patient.
the patient's service dog.
Let me see, have you got a sentence version on there? Walk with the patient's service dog.
Because you will walk the patient's service dog.
Walk with, yeah, walk with them. So when you say, yeah, walk with would be, you can say, I will walk the service dog, the patient's service dog, or I will walk with. So, either way, yeah.
You can say walk the patient's service dog or
Walk with, yeah. It all has to do with time, in a way. I walk with, I will walk with the service dog, maybe later. But I walk with would be now. I am walking with the dog. So it's all kind of time thing.
เรามีตุ๊กตาเยอะเพื่อกระตุ้นปิดสมองเด็กว่าจะให้สัตว์เป็นๆมาเลี้ยงก็เลี้ยงไม่ดีไงก็ให้ดูเดี๋ยวไรมองไปก่อนไง
ถ้าให้มันกินกล้วย
กล้วยก็ให้ที่ต้องมีตุ๊กตาเพราะว่ามันเลี้ยงไม่ยากไงเขาเป็นหมาแมวเลี้ยงยากแต่ยาก
หมาแมวมีชีวิตเลย
ชีวิตเราเลี้ยงยากเด็กเลี้ยงเนี่ยเลยเอาเวลามัน
แล้วตัวไหนที่ซื้อมาให้ป้าอันไหนตัวไหนที่ซื้อมาให้ป้าใหม่คืออะไร
So do I just bite this? Bite it?
Bite or
Or cut it?
have a knife. I have a knife.
Yeah, because it's big, it's big. And I share. I'll cut it and everyone can have some.
Không mấy cái hàng kia có thểเป็นฝรั่งเขาจะไปดูเน็ต
เอาเหรอ
จริงเหรอ
มันจะดูหน้าเลยคิดว่าตกแต่งห้องก็สวยเลยคุณก็
เนี่ยเหรอ60,000 กว่าบาท
ลงในเฟซกั้นห้องเนี่ย
ไม่แพง
สวยนะสวยนะ
ได้ยินไหม
ก็ตกแต่งห้องให้
ทำเลยออฟฟิศจะทำเลยนะ
นี่ไงทำห้องใหม่
ทำเป็นห้องคอมพิวเตอร์เนี่ย
มาดูกันหน่อย
เป็นห้องมา
One? Yeah, go ahead. I use this. You use your finger? Finger? Is finger okay? Want something to help?
ไอ้ตัวเราไม่อยู่
You want? Please? You got, oh, you got. You want a piece? No?
นี่แล้วถ้าเป็นอะไรมันเยอะจังเป็นทีเลยเพราะอันนี้ก็มี
To share some more food.
สมัยนี้อาจจะรู้สึกเอาไปทุกสมัยนานแต่ได้ไหมไอ้โปรดอะไรทำมาทำfruit here and as a couple of bars
Coffee, thank you.
you
Thank you. So much food.
Yeah, so
Never gonna get a knife.
yeah
Susie was getting the knife.
เอาต้อง2 อัน
I went to a seminar, huh?
yeah from China go to the
This one's good. This one's fine. Thank you.
เอามาหันไปยัง
I'm gonna cut this, so
อ๋อ
I don't know what,
ขนมเปี๊ยะ
I have no idea.
yes right
So do you wanna
it's
try?
right
You wanna try?
no thank you วันนี้สอนอยู่ first
Okay.
สอนอย่างนี้ก็ไม่รู้สิสอนเรื่องอันคิวกับแอสซิดเรียนที่ไหนก็ดีมากสบายง่ายดีง่ายดี
S S แปลว่าอะไรเหมือนกันหมด S S เหมือนกันไหมเร็วๆนี้ว่าอะไรใกล้ๆ
ให้มือหยิบอย่างเงี้ยพี่
S S ใกล้กับอันนี้นะอันนี้อะไรเหมือนกันอ่ะไป S S
Skippy?
อันที่ดี
ทำในเร็วในเร็ววันค่ะ
สเปรย์กู๊ด
Different.
เล่นมัน
ยังไม่ได้เปิดเล่มเลยยังไม่เปิดเล่ม
Lots of, this is more than I eat.
Yeah. I want to, we want to serve you different kinds of from your country. So this is a tropical food.
From here.
Yeah.
ระวังไม้
That
นะ
you have here.
Yeah.
Now what kind is this?
This is an Indian juju. Indian juju.
Indian juju?
Yeah, Indian
So it's
juju.
like an apple?
And this is a mango. And this one is banana.
Oh, this is mango.
Yeah, this mango.
Light mango.
It is a fresh one.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
This is banana.
These are cute little bananas.
Thank you. Yeah.
They're little tiny bananas.
Em đúng không được có là quay khai
Koi kai.
so
Our
quay
bananas,
hòn
our
Koi
bananas,
kai,
our
yeah.
bananas are always big bananas.
yeah have a big one and small one
Oh, this is
and
good.
the taste different
ก็มีคนอื่นคนอื่นก็มีบ้าง
just
Thank you so
try
much.
some
Some, lots of food.
not all
Oh my gosh.
แต่ต้ม
พอไหมไอตัวไหม
ทำเลยเจ๊ไปเจ๊
ไอตัวนะคะ ท่านบริจาคมาก็บริจาคตู้มาอ่านนะไส้อะไรที่ไม่เหลือไปดูเลยพี่อ่านเขา
ขายหมดเลยกลัวไม่มีคนซื้อ
Oh,
คือเธอได้ทำ the provision future for Hawaii
ไส้อะไร
oh,
maybe the chef like it
yeah, that's what that is?
no different this is a cocktail This is Thailand, this is a Hawaii.
Yeah, no, I've had these, I've had these.
Yeah.
Yeah, kettle brand potato
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
พอเป็นฮาวาย
kettle
คนชอบ
brand.
ฮาวายชอบกินไม่กินรสชาติไม่คุ้นแต่เราชอบของฮาวายกัน
We have this in the US.
Yeah, then from US.
Good.
เห็นไหมพี่ติวบอกแล้ว
Mm.
Good coffee.
Does everyone, I didn't realize coffee, people in Thailand drank coffee more than,
So do you know about
Someone really right in the morning.
yeah.
คือกำลังถาม
If
So do you know how about
they
teacher John
have not, they will have a headache.
Yeah. I drink coffee in the morning. What did you say? That?
Do you know how about teacher John Teacher John
Teacher John, he was going in for a biopsy today, this morning, a lung biopsy. So we don't know what the results of that are yet.
and what we are very worried about
Yes, yeah, everyone's very worried about him.
he go alone he goes alone
I don't know if he went alone this morning or if someone took him. They were going to put him under anesthesia for his biopsy. So in the United States, if you have to go under anesthesia, you have to have someone drive you home.
Yeah.
So
Always.
Brother Tim may have gone with him, or our father, I don't think Father Tom would have gone with him, but somebody went with him, I'm sure. So yes, keep him in our prayers today. And you probably won't get the results back for a few days, unless they rush it through pathology. So, but we'll see. I think he's ready to, I think he's anticipating that he will need treatment of some sort, and will go back to the United States for treatment. That's what he's kind of mentioned, so. He's been over here a long time.
27 years.
More than
Yeah.
20.
more than 27 years
27 years.
he like father of us
He likes what?
father of us father
Father?
of us
Okay.
to take care about the program the outing
Outing?
take and to serve the food and the money for the mom
Hmm.
we take care everything from
I know there's one fellow that really that he gives money to, because he's just kind of crazy. The boy's crazy and has to sleep on the street. So, he's a good, John is a good man.
ระหว่างสีเหลืองกับสีฟ้ากัน
คนละเวอร์ชัน
แต่อัน
เนื้อหาภายในเหมือน
Oh,
กัน
so much food.
กินคนละครั้งกินคนละครั้ง
I share.
be careful about
45
your
เล่ม
I know, I
be
know.
careful
Yeah.
And take home.
Take home?
เนื้อ
Yeah.
หาเหมือนกัน
Yeah, I have to watch what I eat because my stomach gets very upset in the morning. Every morning it is. But I'm fine, during the day I'm fine. But it's, just getting used to different food. And, I told you Peter was sick, because he got sick probably about almost a week ago. He was starting to feel bad. And they took him, Brother Tim took him to the hospital on Saturday. And he had amoebic dysentery. So not good, so they gave him medicine, so he's feeling better, so he's back now to work, so volunteering.
Who?
Peter.
Oh, Peter?
Yeah, yeah, he was very, very sick, just no energy, just, whole body was just
Mm.
kind of racked with discomfort. So, anyway, so yeah, Brother Tim took him on Saturday afternoon to the doctor.
เรียบร้อยนะครับ
So, it's amazing what drugs will do, good drugs,
What did doctor say about Peter?
Khỏe.
that he had amoebic dysentery. And it's, I've got to look it up because it's a word that's difficult. Amoeba is A-M-O-E, amoebic, I think that's it. Amoebic, does that look right? Dysentery. Where's my eraser? Amoebic dysentery. So, you know what an amoeba is?
No.
Do you know what amoeba?
Peter.
Yes.
No.
Medical word.
No, it's a bug.
A bug. The name of bug.
It's a little tiny, it's microscopic cellular bug. It's,
Maybe we don't have in Thailand.
oh yeah, you do. It's little, but they get in your blood.
Oh.
They're so tiny, they get in, it's a bug, but it gets into the bloodstream. It's very dangerous. Amoebic. So let's see if, I don't know if amoeba will be in here or not. And I don't have cellular service here. to look
They
it
go
up.
inside your lung.
They
Human.
can, yeah, it gets in your, mostly it gets in your bowel. It'll
Oh,
go
bug.
into the bowel area and do, it's from water and from food. So it's kind of like a bacteria in a way, yeah.
Amazing.
How do I say it?
Dysentery.
A-M-O-E. Amoeba. Yeah, it doesn't really say in here. It's U.S. Plural amoebas, amoeba. It's a Latin word, but it's basically a parasite. It's a bacteria. And yeah, not good. And then dysentery, you know what dysentery is? Dysentery? So dysentery is, we should be able to,
Đó. Lốp vít. Lốp vít.
D-Y-S-E-N-T-E-R-E, E-R-Y. Dysentery.
Dysentery. Dysentery.
Yeah, E-R-Y. Yeah, it doesn't say here, it doesn't give a definition, but it's just, dysentery is just when the body will not hold any food. And it just is clearing out all the time. there's different reasons that your body doesn't want to hold on to food, but this is one of them.
It means that he has a diarrhea. Oh,
And with a lot of diarrhea,
oh.
then it,
But he said that he coughed a lot.
coughing, the dysentery just affects the whole.
Oh.
This is Peter. This is
Oh,
Peter.
this is Peter.
This is Peter.
Oh, this is
This is not John.